and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, yes, I am finally done my foundation routine. I know I have been saying it, I will upload it, and I am finally sat down. I've done my foundation routine for you guys. This video is showing you guys what I currently do, what products I currently use. If I do change like my foundation, my concealer, not just one, but if I do change a few of them later on, I will do an updated video. But for the meantime, this is my current video and it's just showing you guys how I do it, so that when I do a makeup video, I don't always have to do the foundation section. I can just keep that part out of the video and just get on to the good stuff for you guys, instead of you guys keep watching it every single time I upload. So without no further ado, let's just get onto the video. Okay guys, so let's get started. So the first thing I normally do is I do cleanse my face and moisturize, which I've done. Then I tend to go with a primer if I've got any. If I don't have a primer, I just go straight onto foundation. But the primer that I tend to use is this the Body Shop Tea Tree Pore Minimizer Primer, which I feel like I've oh no, I've still got a little bit. So I'm just gonna quickly put that on. And just put it all over my face. And I feel like putting a primer, if you don't moisturize, which you should, putting a primer creates that layer and barrier between your skin and your foundation, so that you break out less, you're not breaking out all the time and everything. And I just feel like it makes your foundation and your makeup much smoother when you put a primer on. So that's why I've gone in with a primer. So now foundation. I'm going to be using this fast base stick foundation from Revolution, which I have done a review on. You put a link on my description. It looks like this, so you can go check that out if you want to see my review on it, because I did do a review on 5 different foundations from Revolution and this was my favorite one, so I have been using this. So make sure to go check that out. But I'm just gonna quickly just put this on, and the thing that I like about this is the fact that even though it's not like it's creamy, but it's quite stiff in a way. So, and like, it's not because it's quite stiff. The reason why I like it is because it's full coverage, and because it's quite stiff, the product doesn't move as much, which can be a bad thing, but in this case it's quite a good thing. So that's why I'm just gonna just dab it. Just put it. So this one has been my favorite foundation so far. So this is the type of routine I tend to do, and I kind of just tend to work it into my skin. I kind of just buff it in. So just like that. And the thing is, this is quite a fast foundation to blend in because of the product doesn't move as much. It's quite easy to just buff, then move on to the next section, buff, move on to the next section, buff, move on to the next section. And the thing is, actually, because I tend to do my one with a brush, I'm going to try it with a sponge and see how it is to buff it in with a sponge. Because I tend to buff it in with a brush. I find it easier and quicker with a brush. But I feel like with a sponge also you get the same effect. So I feel like it works both ways, but I tend to just prefer a brush. And I feel like it just have a smoother finish. And then if you want, you can go back and build it up and everything, but I feel like one layer gives you that full coverage anyway, so you don't need to, and it does look quite natural, which I like. I'm just gonna go in areas I feel like I need a bit more, so like my under eyes. That's pretty much it for that. Like, look at that flawless finish. Look at that flawless finish. Yes. And this is so affordable. Like, this foundation is so affordable. I'm pretty sure it's only £5. Let me just quickly check. Yeah, so on the website, this foundation is only £5. So, which is affordable. not too bad. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the foundation. The next thing is I tend to go in with a concealer, and the concealer that I use is the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Aqua Concealer in the colour Deep. My foundation was in the shade F13. I'm just gonna highlight and conceal the areas that I want to. So I tend to do under my eyes first, down my nose, chin, and then I tend to kind of just do it here as well. Just the jawline. And then I kind of just, I buff it in with my sponge. So I just go in. Make sure I'm working it in, working the product in. I'm just pressing it and tapping it, pressing it and tapping it into my skin. And I'm just working it on my nose as well. And I like to use a sponge for this just because I feel like it gives me a much flawless look, much smoother and flawless look. So that's why I tend to use a sponge, well, or a beauty blender. But this beauty blender, I think, is the one that is from Revolution. So yeah, and then I'm just gonna work on my jawline as well, just to highlight that section before I start contouring. And what I tend to do, I like to highlight first, then contour after. It's just something I've always done. I have tried the other way, like contouring first, then highlight, but I just prefer to do it this way. I feel like it looks better, especially on me. So yeah, I'm just doing it this. Make sure everywhere is blended seamlessly. Yeah. And then what I tend to go in next is contouring. I tend to use this Fenty Beauty matchstick in the colour Espresso, which looks like that. And with these matchsticks, what you have to do, you have to warm it up on the back of your hand first before you do it on your face, just to warm it up. So that's what I tend to do. Go around the forehead as well, down the nose, jawline. I kind of just tend to tap it in. And now with this, I either tend to go in with a brush or I tend to go with a sponge. Today I'm just going to do a sponge. So it depends, like if I'm in a rush, I'll probably tend to go in with a brush just because I feel like it's quicker. But today, because I'm not, I'm just going to do a sponge. I'm just going to tap it. You work it all in like that. Okay, and now I'm just going to set the face. So the first powder that I go in with is the W7 Banana Dream Loose powder that looks like this, and I tend to use that to set any areas that I've concealed / highlight. So I tend to go in that first. So pat it in. So normally if I'm in a rush, I'll brush it off straight away, but if I'm not, I tend to leave it for a bit, just a bit, not too long. And then normally I would just go into carry on to my eyebrows. So I'll do my eyebrows, do my eyes, and then brush it all off and everything. But because I'm just doing the foundation today, I'm kind of just buffing it in. I'm just gonna buff it in with the sponge. For my overall face, I go in with this Ben Nye Luxury powder in the colour Nutbag, which looks like this. And I just literally put this all over my face. So anywhere that hasn't been powdered, this goes. make sure every single section is filled in. And I like to do that, especially if I feel like my under, like where I put the banana palette, if it's too bright, this will tend to bring it, like dull it down, not dull it down, but just bring down the brightness a bit and makes it more even and natural and everything like that. So yeah, so now what I'm gonna go into is I'm gonna be doing my highlight. So I'm just gonna be going into the Sleek palette, the Face Form Contour and Blush palette, so which looks like this. So if I'm going for more of a natural look, I will just leave my contour just like this, because this is completely fine for me. I love it when there is a contour there, but I don't like it too harsh, especially for daytime. But if I'm like going on a night out and like going out to for the evening and everything, I do put more contour on top. So I tend to get a contour brush and use this contouring powder, and that's what I use to contour my face. So I'll just go in just a little bit. I don't want too much, and this just darkens it a bit, makes it more prominent and everything, instead of more of a natural. So it depends where I'm going. If I want more of a natural contour, then I'll just stick with the cream. If not, I'll add the powder on top. So it just depends where I'm going. Okay, and then I use the middle shade, which is the highlight, and I like to use this color to highlight just because I love a golden highlight, not really of a, what is it, a white highlight. I'm not really about that, I'm more of a gold. And I just put it here, kind of just working towards my temple, and just buff it in a bit. And depending, like I said, where I'm going, I either put more or I just put a little bit, depending if it's the evening, if it's the daytime, where I'm going and stuff like that. And yeah, I tend to just contour here first, and then I move on to my nose to make sure like it is shining until the sun. Make sure I contour here as well, and then I contour my top lip, my cupid's bow, so that is like prominent and everything, and a bit on my chin. But these are like the areas that I want highlighted, and just a bit on the forehead. And then if I want it, I don't really do blush, but if I do want to do blush, I sometimes go in with this blush on here, which I feel like is more of a bronzer than a blush, but I tend to just use it a bit, you know. And it does give me that glow, but I feel like it's more of a bronzer than a blush, but I don't know. Because I'm not really a blush girl, so I don't really tend to use blush and everything. But other than that, that's pretty much it for what I tend to do as my foundation, my base routine and everything. I'm just gonna go off camera, complete the rest of my face, and then I'll come back. Okay guys, so that's the end of my foundation routine. It is very basic. I don't do a lot. Well, at least I don't think I do a lot, but you guys can be the judge of that. But yeah, it is very basic. My favorite current foundation is the Fast Base Stick from Revolution, which is bomb. I do always like, I like the end look, the end finish of it. It is very quick, which I like, and I feel like the product doesn't move too much, which is in this case it is quite good and it's a benefit. But most of the time, if a product doesn't move that much, it can be a bit difficult to work with. But this one, I did find it, for me, quite easy to work with, even though it doesn't move as much. But I do like this, so I definitely recommend this foundation. You need to check Revolution out, because Revolution is bomb and it's affordable. That's all I got to say about that. But yeah, so that is my very basic everyday foundation that I tend to do. That's the foundation I tend to use at the moment. If I do change, I wouldn't say if I do change anything, but if it does get to like where I've changed my foundation, my concealer, my powders and everything like that, I will do an updated version, but for the meantime this is what I tend to do. So I hope you guys enjoy it. I'm also thinking to bring out a how I tend to do my eyebrows, because sometimes these eyebrows can be looking fleeky, but some days they can be the pain of my existence, but it's fine. But I will be bringing that video out very soon. I just don't know when. It just depends on my schedule with the videos, like what I'm doing first and everything like that. But I hope you guys did enjoy this. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up, make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell so that you're notified every single time I upload, and I shall see you guys in my next video. Bye.